All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the air. Finally. Oh, I wish I had The Rock's, Finally. Oh, check your mic. I don't think your mic is actually turned on. Oh. That must be why you sounded weird.
Here we go.
See, when we're off the air for such a long time, it's always a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's always a, trial, tribulation, trying to remember, all right, where does this go? How does this go? How does this set up?
You are very loud in my ears right now.
Well, you can change your...
oh, there we go.
Your volume.
There's a lot of pat going through my ears.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We already have our first text on the...
We've been on for 13 seconds.
Yeah, well, it's Paul. He's on the Facebook chat room.
Oh, live from the Ward House?
And he's letting us know that there was no sound, but I assume, Paul, that meant there was no sound during the 3-minute interview, waiting period, where we never have sound.
Where I was looking at my fantasy team?
Yes, a lot of fantasy. I got my teammate right now texting me. He's like, this is the situation. Are we good with the lineup?
Lamar Jackson, for all you Lamar Jackson players, he's out, inactive as of a couple minutes ago.
Yes.
So,
because I haven't seen it. I was getting everything.
Because he's still butthurt from losing to Miami, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like a COVID thing.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it was a COVID thing. I think he's just a little banged up.
Okay.
I don't even know who their backup is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know their third string was McSorley. Maybe he's the backup. I have no idea. I have to look into that.
Now we got some jokes. I think we should change the name of the show to Two Buttheads.
Who's saying that?
It's kind of covered by our Thanksgiving logo, but I think it says Andy Donaldson, maybe?
Oh, my God.
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, we shouldn't be throwing people under the bus if they're not really saying it, so.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, we are back. Welcome back to the Booch and Pass Show. Officially, we had damn near 2 months off. You had a lot of football going on, coaching out there, doing your thing.
Shaping young minds.
Shaping young minds, indeed. But yeah, so took October off. We were trying to get back together. Then my computer had issues.
I did a little traveling too. Went to Nash Vegas for a long weekend.
That's right. I forgot that that was one of the things you were doing while you were gone.
Went to Nashville for a little bit.
Were you spreading the good word of the Booch and Pat Show?
Spreading the good word of the Booch and Pat Show.
Letting everybody know.
Like when I went to Indianapolis, came back and we got that phone call from Indianapolis guy.
What was that? That guy had a weird name.
I don't know.
I want to say it was like Edgar.
Edgar from Indianapolis. It was
something
weird like that.
It was definitely something weird.
If we get like Ivan from Nashville, then the good word's been spread down south too.
Got to let the people down south know this is where you get your Philly sports talk.
This is where you get it. A lot of Phillies fans down there. I wore my Bryce Harper shirt.
Oh, really?
A lot of the bouncers I think were from this area. Like, oh, let's go Phillies, let's go. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird, but cool.
That is weird. See, it's always nice to, when you go on a travel and you take a trip or something, and you get to meet the locals and stuff like that.
Nashville is weird. It's a lot of implants. It's not like...
Really?
Yeah, you have to go, outside of Nashville to get the real locals. In Nashville, it's everybody from all over the place.
Oh, man, there's... All right, I got to move this logo for a second. I don't understand. Andy Donaldson. Pat, I'm playing you in fantasy today. If Lamar is out, do you want Tua? Or do you want Joe Burrow?
I think they already put Joe Burrow in.
Andy, I'm just going to put it to you this way. I'm rocking first place all season long. You put in whoever you want, man.
That's confidence. Put in Joe Burrow and beat their asses.
You put in whoever you want, bro. Bring it on. I somehow eked out a win last week in fantasy football. Went into Monday Night Football and went to bed early. And I think Gallo and I were losing by 20, 25. Going up against Vinny. Vinny had Stafford going.
Yeah.
And then we had Debo going.
Right.
And then we also had the Rams kicker. But I wasn't expecting anything out of the kicker. And I was like, man. I'm like, well, that's another loss. It is what it is. Woke up the next morning. I thought it was Christmas. Matt Stafford with only 9 points. Debo with almost 30.
That killed me because I had Cooper Kupp and he had 12 chances at Cooper Kupp in the end zone and it was just terrible. I hate Stafford. I won. It was fine. I won the week. I'm going for weekly highs. I'm going for $50 so I can just pay myself.
Yeah, weekly high. I haven't won weekly high since week 1 or week 2.
Okay.
And there's been times I came close and just
last
nothing.
week we got that one touchdown from Cooper Kupp. Weekly winners, $50, $25 will have been spent on V today.
Yes. Speaking of the VFW, we are live at the Jenkintown VFW. So if anybody is local, if you're listening or whatever, and you want to come join us, feel free to stop on down in Jenkintown on Leadham Street. We're in the back. The bar is hopping, even though you can't see it from where we're sitting. There's tons of people here tuning in.
At least 3 deep.
There's 3 people.
There's 3 people, not 3 deep.
But yeah,
but it's 11:30 in the morning.
It's also 11:30 in the morning. But yeah, come on down, join us. Give us a call. 724-815-0667. I did test the phone lines this morning before I left the house. They were up and running.
They worked at your house. Let's see if they work here.
Well, we'll see what happens. As always, you can follow us on all of our social media pages.
MySpace and all of it.
Oh, no, we don't have a MySpace.
No, I'm glad we created MySpace.
We do have the standard, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagrams. But as always, we do have the one thing that some people, once they hear it, go, oh, wow.
Are we going to make a Booch and Pat Show TikTok?
We could.
That'd be so lame.
You're so lame. You don't even know. But you can follow us on iHeartRadio. You can subscribe to us there. Say to your Alexa, your Siri, any smart device, download the iHeartRadio app and say play the Booch and Pat Show, and then there you go.
And it plays it.
Yeah.
Or it plays the Boots and Matt show or something. Matters how good your Siri is wherever.
What do you mean no show? We're on.
What are you talking about? Who's saying we have no show going on?
Gallo.
Oh, he's freaking out the game.
I know. I told him yesterday or 2 days ago. I said we're doing the show. I said give us a call. We got feet on the ground down at the tailgate today.
Is he doing his Thanksgiving tailgate this week? Because he usually does one where he deep fries a turkey and all that bull BS.
I guess that's a great question to ask him if and when he calls or if and when we call him.
Or when I see him after the game.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
So let's go down some of our standard talking points, which we will go to Booch with the weather. What do we got?
It's actually pretty nice out. Sunny, a little chill, a little breeze, nice little sweatshirt day.
Oh, I don't have sweatshirts on.
Always shorts weather.
Well, I got jeans on.
Always shorts weather.
Because I know our fans really care about how we're dressing today.
Well, it shows what the weather is like.
Yes, yes. Some odds and ends just to, as we just dive on in and we'll just make it nice and easy. So one of the local journalists was announced last week or 2 weeks ago. Jim Gardner going to retire from 6 ABC Action
Still like
News.
a year.
I know, but the reason I bring it up, hey, it's going to be weird to not see him on there because we've, 38 years, 36 years old, he's been
my age.
He's been the face.
However, I'm 28. All right?
However, the big question I have, because this is Philly, do people tailgate his retirement day?
No.
You think no? I already heard people talking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk right there. I'll go. I'll go.
Because where they do the weather outside on City, people are talking about being out there. People are talking about being outside the actual studio,
he's
in
been
the parking
here for
lot.
50 years?
I think they said he's been here since the early 70s.
Yeah, it's 50 years almost. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Don't you get bored just telling the news in Philadelphia all the tragedies and shit?
Well, I don't think it started that way when he was doing the news.
Yeah, Philadelphia's always been.
But the last few years, especially this year, I feel like every day on the news is, here's a new murder. Here's a new murder.
There's a new kid getting murdered by accident, ricochet bullet or something stupid.
Yeah, we're up to we're getting close to 500. Last I heard was we were 13 away.
It's going to be probably 600 by the time the year's done.
Oy, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Some other things are what's his name? What his official title is our director of social media what?
Vice president of social media and director of.
He's the vice president of social media. He's not even the guy in charge of it.
No, I'm the president of social media, but he's the vice president.
Got it. My mistake.
We can't make some chooch off the street the president.
So this actually concerns him.
He's the only one that actually posts stuff all the time, though.
I post stuff.
He shares some of my stuff. That's
Yeah.
bad. Like, I'll put something on Facebook and he shares it with our page.
Yeah, I post stuff. Like, because there was a lot of good stuff going on. Like, we have food news, which I'm getting into in a little bit.
I can't wait.
We got some, big awards that came out for Phillies players that we're getting into.
I've heard.
Yeah. So, but this one actually pertains to Helm, which, for right now, I will put away my frustration at you, and I will just be nice. His favorite band just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That'd be the Foo Fighters, which I think is weird. Like, I don't think it's weird that they got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think it was weird that it happened at like right around Halloween, but they filmed it, but they didn't air it on HBO until I think last night or Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I have no idea.
Because you already knew, like, months in advance who's going in, and then you just don't show. I don't get it, but yeah, the Foo Fighters went in. So Dave,
good for them. They deserve it.
So Dave Grohl's in there twice now.
Good.
The one thing
isn't Paul McCartney in there like 3 different times?
Once for the Beatles, once for Wings,
and once as a solo, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
but see, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is kind of weird, at least in my opinion, because like. It's called the Rock.
Yeah, but
and
they have
Roll
everybody.
Hall.
They have like Beastie Boys and stuff in there.
They have Tupac and Biggie in there.
They should be. It's just a music Hall of Fame.
Exactly. You should just change it.
Well, it's like the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's the Naismith Hall of Fame. So you could be a college player, college coach, NBA player, NBA exec. It's just everybody affiliated with basketball is part of the Naismith Hall of Fame.
Did you see that already?
I have not. Okay, that's fine. Kenny G's out.
Yes.
But we knew that. They weren't going to hold 4 running backs.
No, I know. Because all the big news was Sanders.
Somebody dropped Miles Sanders like a week ago, and somebody scooped him right up on a Saturday, waiting for him to come off the IR. Thank you, Mr. Pat.
We'll get into the rest of fantasy in a little bit.
That wasn't even a cheap Booch move. Usually I'm a cheap Booch player, but
I know.
That was all fair. I'm like,
all right, you know what?
I hope nobody sees Miles Sanders on the waiver wire.
So anyway, let's move on. Let's get into let's take care of all the nonsense before we start throwing loud noises at each other. Food news. This past week, McDonald's went back to the OG price for one day for the Egg McMuffin.
What's the OG price?
63 cents.
Why 63? Why not 60? Why not 65?
Because that was, I believe it was the anniversary of when it was invented.
So 1963 or 63 years?
No, I believe it was like, the 50th anniversary of it. And when it first came out, it was 63 cents.
But why was 63 cents? Why would you make anything 63 cents?
Because back in the 60s and 70s, people were weird. Gas cost like 15 cents. Like who?
Well, at least that's a nickel to dime.
Fine, 16 cents.
Well, that's just pissing me off. Why pull out pennies, unnecessary pennies?
Get out!
Because I would be the person counting the pennies.
Yeah. You'd be that lady.
I would be that lady.
And then this is
with my little penny purse.
Now this is the thing that agitated the shit out of me when this came out.
I'm already agitated with the pennies, so.
Hershey's unveiled this holiday Thanksgiving pie.
Ah, yes. We did discuss about the pie.
And I saw this come up on my feeds and stuff, everything that I was looking for, right before it like blew up all over local media. Before Fox, ABC, everybody started sharing it and doing reports on it. I was like, oh man, looks good. For those that are not in the know, it was a Reese's cup that is 9 inches long, and it's a pie. So you're basically like, it's just a giant Reese's cup that you would have as a pie after Thanksgiving dinner. And I saw that and I was like, oh my God, this looks delicious. And I sent it to you, Casey, and Danielle, because you guys are coming over for Thanksgiving. I'm like, yo, we got to do this. Your response was, it's like $50.
It was.
And I'm sitting there going like, shut up, take my money.
First of all, it was $49.49. Why did somebody have to pull out 4 pennies for this? Why not $49.50?
But I'm like, I was sitting there, shut up, take my money, take it.
I mean, I would have paid for it because it did look delicious, but it sold out.
And that's the problem. It sold out in less than a day, and they only made, I think it said 3,000 pies. That was it.
And the price sold out, within hours.
By the time that it made it to local media, before, like when Fox was saying...
And I saw on Preston and Steve, yeah.
By the time everybody was talking about it, it was already sold out.
That's bullshit.
And even me, like I saw it on my social media before, like I said, before I saw it on TV or on the radio, I'm sitting there going, ooh. And like you and I were talking, I'm like, wherever we can get this is what I want.
Yeah.
And you said it, I think it's only online. Went online, I was like, son of a bitch. I'm like, this is the biggest tease in the world.
I'll tell you another big tease when you get done with this.
So fingers crossed, and if all those that are listening want to share this with Hershey, let them know if you plan on doing this for Christmas.
We're in.
I'm in. And make more than 3,000. Just like what do you think?
Or Hershey's, why don't you drop one off for the Booch and Pat show? All right?
Oh, yeah. We'll plug your stuff. We'll plug your stuff, man. Come on.
Hershey's needs the money where they need us to plug their
they
stuff.
They do. That company's ran by a woman. Like, come on. Just a slight humor, guys. Slight humor. I don't hate women. I actually quite love them. So what's a tease to you?
Well, my food news was freaking Ghostbusters coming out.
Oh yeah, with the
Ecto Cooler.
Ecto Cooler.
But they're only doing it for promotional things for the movie. So if you went to see the premiere, they had it for that, or certain parties. They're not putting it in the stores.
You can't even order it online?
You can't even order it online.
See,
they said if you went on their Facebook page and did like a hashtag type thing, I want Ecto Cooler or something stupid like that, somebody might look at it and might send you something.
See, now I call bullshit.
I don't like it. Coca-Cola screwed this up.
No, I call bullshit.
Okay.
Because even though I did just make fun of women and then say I like women, like the Ghostbusters woman movie, like was horrible. Nobody liked it. But that was in stores. It was in stores then. They brought it back and everybody was like, "Oh my god, yeah, like Ecto Cooler." Like everybody was a lot. Everybody was more excited about the Ecto Cooler than the shitty girls like Ghostbusters.
And now everybody's excited about this movie. You got to bring back, and it's in these little like Gatorade canisters now too.
I was just about to ask, is it in the original
it looks like it's in a Gatorade thing. It looks pretty cool, but they won't sell in the damn stores. Uncle Booch, what about the whole thing? Ecto Cooler and vodka is a hell of a beverage.
Hershey's and Coca-Cola.
Shit list.
Guys. One of the things I forgot to set up this morning on the show. Where's my soundboard? My soundboard. Come on. Now it's taking too long. Now the moment's passed.
Yeah, moment's passed. That's all right. What was going to be the sound? Oh, there you go. Oh, there's a soundboard.
It's like, come on. You guys. Who doesn't like Hershey's? Like Reese's Cups? Everybody.
Well, except for people that are allergic to peanut butter, but they would probably even like it.
No, I'm sure everybody that's got a peanut allergy would love to have that. They're just like, oh my god, like I want it.
Like keep an EpiPen with them.
But it's gonna kill me.
Just keep an EpiPen. Have your Reese's. Stab yourself. It's all good in the hood.
Sounds weird. Just stab yourself. So that's what I had for food news. But you did segue us into some nerd news.
Always nerd news.
Because we're gonna nerd out a little bit, and that is Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 3, the official part of the OG franchise, just came out, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, have not seen it.
I heard it's like...
Desperately want to see it.
I heard it's like 95%. Like, everybody's giving it great reviews and stuff.
I heard that, too.
Yeah.
I heard it is now kickstarting like a franchise again. Like, they're going to be more because there's an after-credit scene sets up for a sequel or something. I have no idea. I'm doing my hardest to not read into anything, not find out anything.
Oh, yeah, I'm not reading any spoilers.
I just want to see it. And that's why I said to you, when you were watching movie night or whatever you were doing, I said, Ghostbusters? You're like, no, it's in theaters. I'm like, yeah, but you got that magical fire stick.
I don't have that unlocked anymore. It was more hassle than anything.
Got it.
Caused more trouble.
Got it. Sticking with... spoilers and nerd news and TV shows and stuff like that. Obviously, your top thing is always Marvel.
Marvel's always around.
So, I have to tell you, Shang-Chi just came out on Disney+.
Okay.
That was one of the things that Danielle and I were talking about. Was saying, "Oh, okay, like I don't know if I really want to see this movie, but like Marvel knows what I like, and they just force things down my throat." So I didn't get. So yeah.
Force things down your throat.
So I didn't.
Sounds like what happened on the third floor.
That's how my son was made. She's gonna kill me if she ever hears this.
Oh my god.
But I didn't see it in theaters, and because that was the one thing. It was like, that and Jungle Cruise, and they were like, oh, you can go see it in theaters, or in 45 days it'll be free on Disney Plus. And I'm like, well, 45 days isn't that big a deal. I can wait. So it came out. We watched it the other day. For those that have seen it, please call us 724-815-0667. Or those that don't want to call in and have seen it and are on the Facebook chat line, text us, message us, because I want to know, what the hell, man? Like, did you guys really spend like $30 to go see this movie and it's not even in English without subtitles? Like, for the first 10 minutes, it's just Mandarin Chinese. That's it. There was no subtitle. I thought my TV was broken. I thought like my son had like hit a button and it would change. I was like going through everything. I was like, no, it's in English. I'm like, okay, well maybe this is just like a tiny part. No, it was like 10 minutes of just Mandarin Chinese. I'm like, I don't know what's happening in the movie. Right. So I had to turn on my subtitles. I'm like, how are there no subtitles? Yeah. And maybe there were in the theater. It wasn't on Disney Plus. So if you do decide to watch Shang,
I probably won't.
If you do, Ectoplasm sounds like a ghost's climax. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, sure. Sounds like semen for a ghost. But I had to turn on the closed captioning. Spent most of the time reading it, and all in all,
and you hate reading.
And all in all, movie wasn't that good.
No,
I mean, it was. I mean,
I don't like the offbeat stuff.
The action sequences and stuff, like the fight scenes, they were good, but like the story as a whole was kind of like meh. And then it got real weird and like mystical, like with dragons and like magical armor.
Yeah, I'm out.
And it was, and then like obviously it was the 10 rings, and like I still don't understand them or what they did. Like I don't know. I just didn't care for the movie. And
usually Disney does a good job.
And the same goes for Jungle Cruise. Tried watching that last night. I fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's The Rock, right?
That's The Rock. In my opinion, is that your idea of trying to do the eyebrow?
Yeah.
Because on camera it looked like you had a stroke.
It looks like the ectoplasm coming out.
But no,
I saw the new Home Alone on Disney Plus.
Any good?
It was all right. Wasn't bad.
Yeah. Is it? How about? Because it's not going to be better than Macaulay Culkin.
No, not.
But is it better than the other Home Alone? Because didn't they make like 2 or 3 more?
Yeah, I didn't really get into those.
Direct TV or something.
After the Lost in New York, I didn't really get into it.
Well, then your homework until we do our next show is to go watch Home Alone 3 and then compare it.
I probably won't.
Okay. Just thought I'd say, whatever.
I mean, who knows?
No, that's fine. I get it.
If I get another sober weekend,
no, it's fine. Go fuck yourself. I get it.
I mean, I saw Red Notice too, which was pretty good.
That was good. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's coming.
It's coming, man.
You excited?
I'm very excited. Was that December 19th?
What am I thinking that comes out on? Oh, Hawkeye. Hawkeye comes out.
Hawkeye comes out this Wednesday.
Yeah, the 24th. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So then, his comes out in December.
December 19th, I believe.
Dr. Bob Meehan says Red Notice was good. It was good. It was predictable, but it was good.
I mean,
within the first 10 minutes, I was like, okay. And I'm not going to send any spoilers, but within the first 10 minutes, I was like, all right. I know what you're up to. I know that.
You might have known what he was up to, but you had the story still had to play out.
No, and it was a good story. It was a good story.
And it set up for a nice sequel.
Yes.
I just think The Rock and Ryan Reynolds were comedic gold. I thought they were great together.
Yes, but I also started thinking to myself, unless Ryan Reynolds is in like some type of rom-com or whatever, is he just Deadpool all the time?
Probably.
That's what it seemed like to me. It's like, I mean, it's funny. And I was like, are you just Deadpool 24/7? But yeah, so Spider-Man's coming out in a few weeks in December. They just released the second trailer, which everybody's been picking apart. And the biggest thing that they're picking apart was the one scene with Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard jumping at Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's jumping at them. But then magically the Lizard gets punched in the face, but nobody's punching him in the face, and everybody's saying, oh, they must have digitally removed the other Spider-Men. So, like, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are totally in this movie. However, some fans have said, no, that's just John Cena being Spider-Man.
Oh, my God.
And
you can't see him.
But somebody actually put him in the suit. Like
I saw that. All right, now I understand why that was like that. All right, it makes sense now. I'm in it. I get it. I'm with it.
It made me laugh. Stupid stuff like that. And then, enough with the, last thing on nerd news, even though I got a whole bunch of stuff, I'm not going to, because I want to get into some sports.
Oh, really? Is this what this is? Sports?
Yeah. Really? We had talked about this, that 70s show is rebooting with Kitty and Red at least, and it's going to be that 90s show, so that should be fun to see how that pans out.
Yeah, it's going to be Eric and Donna's daughter comes visits the grandparents for summer.
Which her name is?
I don't know. What's the...
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Leia,
there we go. I did know that. Okay. Duh. There you go.
Following
Star
up with
Wars.
that.
Star Wars.
All right, so pick your poison. 4 sports. Which one you?
Let's go. All right. If you're talking any Flyers, just start with them first.
Flyers.
Just get them out of the way because they're boring as hell.
No, I don't really got anything for Flyers.
Oh, there we go.
They're just struggling. People are frustrated. It's annoying. Is what it is.
They're no Avalanche.
I tell you. No, I don't. I really don't have any Flyers talk. If anybody would like to chime in with Flyers talk, feel free. But I do not have any Flyers now. So 3 sports.
All right, Sixers then.
Sixers. Before we get into like the serious Sixers talk, obviously they released the new. I know, Bob. Injuries are killing them. It is what it is. But my man across from me only wants to talk Avalanche, and we're getting into Sixers. So let's get into Sixers. They got the new, got the new Spectrum jerseys, which, in my opinion, I like them a little bit better than the all-black TTP Boathouse Row ones.
I like the Spectrum one a lot better.
Very sharp. Unveiled all that, and then we went right into a COVID outbreak on the Sixers.
Yeah, that's the killer. Started off 7-2 this year.
Had a great once they all dropped like flies. Then
and now they're 9-7, 8-6, something like that.
How many games did they lose in a row now?
It was 4 or 5 games in a row.
It was definitely 5. I didn't know if they went 6. But then you lose Embiid went down, like all of it.
And then you just have this piece sitting around in the background, Ben Simmons. Do something with it because I'm just tired of hearing about Ben Simmons.
That's one thing I wanted to do. I forgot to do it. I did mention it to you a while ago, but I forgot. I wanted to get some type of soap opera sound effect or whatever because that's what it is. Ben Simmons is a soap opera.
I'm ready to give Ben Simmons up for a nice big cup of Ecto Cooler and a nice slice of that Hershey pie right now.
So, is that why you're being such a bitch?
He is so annoying. He won't even practice. He's practicing at St. Joe's University because he doesn't want to be around the Sixers.
So, a few things. And Bob, since you are listening and you're actively talking with us, we've had this conversation in the past where you and Booch have said, it's well, you're not really a Sixers fan. Yeah. True, I don't follow it like you guys do, and I'm getting better as the years have gone on because I'm enjoying basketball a little bit more than I did years ago. That being said, I never liked Ben Simmons ever. You guys, I don't know if Bob did. I know you did. You chat you don't know. But now I'm enjoying. I
never thought this was going to come to this,
and nobody.
He's
did.
Still a good player. He fucked up in the playoffs, which hurt his butthole a little bit, and now it's come to this.
And nobody expected it to be like this. Nobody.
Sixers are 9-8.
However, nobody expected it to be like this. But I am starting to enjoy watching people start coming to my side and go, no, this guy, get rid of him, because
it's not because of his playing, it's because of his attitude.
Right, but the playing for me was, I was like, this guy is afraid to take a shot. He's afraid he's going to get fouled. He's being a little bitch.
That's how he was in the playoffs. During the regular season, he still didn't shoot the ball, but he still gives it up, clears some space for Embiid to do what Embiid has to do.
He won't shoot and doesn't work to improve his game.
No, he doesn't, which is true.
That's
why we're not going to get a Damian Lillard out of this, or even a CJ McCollum. We're going to get like a Jamari Grant out of this deal, which is going to piss me off.
So this shows
we already had Jamari Grant. We got him in the second round 5 years ago, and that's what we're going to end up for getting freaking a number one pick is a second round pick that we already had on our team. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? And we're talking about playoffs with this team? You kidding me?
Oh, where is it? Where is it? The moment's gone.
I mean, it's
playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
And Daryl Morey.
Me? Playoffs?
Freaking Morey wants his old buddy James Harden, who sucks this year. Now that they changed up the rules, he's terrible. He's old. He's slow. He's out of shape. No. I want Lillard, I want McCollum, or I don't want anything. Just keep him on ice over at St. Joe's University. I don't want to even talk about it. I don't want to hear his name.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. That was the thing that was said a long time ago. Get ready. This is a 4-year thing. It's not going to change. Now, if you can get something for him, like you're saying, then sure, that's what's going to happen. However,
I don't.
Morey told you 4 years. Get ready. Now, did I think it? Did you think it? Did I think? Anybody think that? Like that's serious? Like we're seriously going to just bench this dude, ice him for 4 years?
He's going to be broke.
However, obviously we got to play into the other thing, which is his mental health.
Tired of people's mental health.
Now,
I have to go to work every day. You think my mental health's good?
Addition by subtracting. But I'm a little worried about your mental health. But no, like
I hang out with him all the time. Like, look at my mental health.
But I will say, all of a sudden that became. I'm not saying it's brand new, like it's never been used before in sports, but I feel like all of a sudden there were like 4 or 5 players from each sport that just all of a sudden mental health. Like you had Lane Johnson go down.
Calvin Ridley.
You had like
Ridley's still out.
Whole bunch of it, and
I can't tell my boss, hey, I'm not coming in because my mental health's not good. I'll see you in 3 weeks. You know what my boss will say? Good luck finding a new job.
But like my thing is with all of the players that have come out and used mental health, I feel as though, and granted, I have no way of proving it. I have no backup or anything like that. But I feel as though there was communication between the player and the organization, except for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is just claiming that, and they're like, okay, and they're trying to be nice about it, and like, well, we need to talk to your doctors. We want you to go to see No.
But he won't.
And he won't. And he just refuses to do this, that, and the other thing. And then they fine him. Well, you fining me is making my mental health more stressed out. It's like, bro, like, this is life. Like, we care about your mental health, but if you don't show up, we can't pay you.
We can't help you.
We can't pay you. We're not just going to give you free money to not show up, but we want to help. Yeah. Oh, well, you got to give me my money. Like, I'm trying to come back. Are you?
I want my money, man.
I want my money. Where's my money?
You got money for fake mustaches.
Where's my money? You going to give me my money? Where's my money, man? Where's the money?
This goes on for a while.
Yeah, you like that? That feel good? Getting real tired of you ducking me, man. Yeah?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, getting really tired. Where's my money? Where's my money? Yeah, you got money to pay for fake mustaches, huh? Yeah. How much you pay for that fake mustache?
$2.99.
You got till 5 o'clock. You hear me? You got till 5 o'clock.
You freaking psychopath.
Clean yourself up.
And that's what's going on in South Philadelphia today.
You clean yourself up, I tell you. But yeah, it's bad. And I will say though, before the COVID outbreak, even with all of this Ben Simmons drama, the BS drama, put that aside for a second. He's not playing. Before the outbreak, those guys were gelling. They look good. It didn't look like Ben not being on the court didn't really affect them.
Started off 7-1, 7-2.
Embiid said
Curry was playing lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Maxi's still playing pretty well. I mean,
you had Embiid talking about taking over the leadership role and going out to dinner as a team, which I find weird that they never hung out outside of the court anyway. It's like you guys really don't get together ever. But
it's not like the Eagles. You see the Eagles all around together.
It's just weird, but it is what it is, and you move forward. Anything else about the Sixers you would like to cover?
No, because they pissed me off. Yeah. So we'll move on to happy things now.
Move on to happy things. All right, so we'll give you the happiest thing that's going on right now. Right now, as of Thursday evening that just passed. MV3. Bryce Harper gets his second MVP, National League MVP.
I'm wearing my Bryce today, too.
There you go. Very, very happy for him.
I'm
very.
Dude didn't make the All-Star team and is MVP.
Which is crazy to talk about.
It's crazy to think of.
One of the things that I saw probably leading up to it, weeks, months in advance, they were talking about, he's an MVP candidate and everything, contender, blah, blah, blah. But somebody had posted, all of the, I don't want to say the writers. I feel like it was, players. Maybe it was, I forget. But they were talking about, on social media and things that were, he's overrated. At the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It's he's overrated. He's overpaid. He doesn't deserve that kind of money.
With that kind of money, it brings on that kind of scrutiny.
And then as we gear up for the presentation, it's oh yeah, he deserves this. It's the same people. It's come on.
Yeah.
He truly he was truly worth every penny.
And you just got to build around him now. This
Correct.
is gonna be a big off season. Build around the motherfucker.
Correct. With players like that, the last
I want Schwarber. I want Chris Bryant. I want a big pitcher. I want a reliever. I want a backup catcher. I want a shortstop. I want a center fielder. I want everything but the right fielder, pretty much. I'm saying, and the catcher spot since we already paid.
Do you want a DeLorean so you can go back in time and pull Chase Utley back?
No, I'm good. There's some players out there.
Go back to.
Yeah, you get a little Trevor Story, you get a little Chris Bryant. We're going to spend about $4 billion this offseason if I was a GM, but that's all right.
If you were the GM, okay.
If I was the GM, I would be playing like MLB The Show. Have everybody on this team.
Makes sense.
A little disappointed that Wheeler didn't get Cy Young.
Yeah, that was...
he sort of got screwed.
Very screwed. Did you read that article by Crossing Broad or no?
No. How he got the... Yeah, he got a top 5 pick from a writer.
Right, but did you read that or no?
No, I don't read.
So if you went into that conversation, he had a top 5 pick from a writer, and it wasn't so much that they were frustrated that it was 5. They were frustrated because it was there used to be a time in journalism when you had to battle and pay your dues to get that type of job, and now it's the guy that gave it to him, he's fresh out of college of 2 years.
That's stupid.
And he's just got this job and he's just making vote. It's that's you know nothing.
Yeah, no, he should not be voting. I should be voting for it.
Absolutely.
But if he would have got Cy Young, it would have been the first time ever Cy Young and MVP on the same team that did not make the playoffs.
I was gonna say you were losing. I was come on, man. It was 30 years or 40 years ago, but I'm oh,
that did not make the playoffs.
Did not make playoffs.
Which would have been a good stat right there.
That is a good stat.
I mean, you don't have very many MVPs that don't go to the playoffs either.
Right. Weird. Very, very weird. So,
I mean, Steve Carlton got the Cy Young, and his team only had 60 wins, and he had 27 of them.
Yeah, right.
So that shit does happen, but.
It does happen. It is what it is, but it's also and I'm not trying to detract from MV3's big award and anything like that. But
I can't wait until the MV3 shirts come out.
But I did want to
I'll buy 6 of them.
I did want to piggyback off of talking about him and talk about his best friend. because his best friend, the OG, makes his return to Philly this season. And that, my friends, is who I am speaking of, is the Philly Fanatic.
Oh, there
they
we go.
finally came to terms to get rid of like the weird, like
the Chuchi version.
The Walmart version. The
Aldi's version.
The Aldi.
The Aldi's version of the Fanatic. Fanatic.
You got your Fruit Loops, and then you got your Toot Loops.
Fruity Rings.
Yeah, fruity ring. Like it's like it still tastes the same, but
it tastes the same, just a different company.
It ain't right. There's something different.
There's something different. You don't got Toucan Sam. You got his retarded cousin. That's what the Fanatic's been dealing with.
I tell you. So that, I mean, at least that'll be one thing that, you know, finally they could put that behind. Like I didn't even see what they came to an agreement or settlement. You know,
I don't
like because
that's reading.
It's just so dumb at this point. It's like, why are you guys arguing about this? None of it makes any sense. Like it's just pay them or just buy it outright.
Pay the man. You guys, it's $1 billion team almost. Pay the fucking man.
Yeah,
pay the man.
Bizarre.
He wants to get our real Fanatic back, and once we get the real Fanatic back, let's go rolling.
Let's go rolling. Indeed. So that covers the majority of the sports. Now, obviously, it's 12:17, so give us a call, 724-815-0667. Leave us a message or anything in the chat on Facebook, and we'll try and read it, and we'll bring it up. Any questions you have, any concerns you have, anything that you want to talk about, we will get into it.
Do we have anything on our that phone line thing?
We do. Well, you want me to play them?
We haven't got to play them yet, right?
That's true.
This may be a nice little break before we talk about the Eagles.
Sure. It's a little I gotta get everything set up here. But it is like there was a few things that like it was entertaining to me, like listening to it. I mean, now it's kind of moot because it's like so far delayed and stuff. However, it is entertaining when you hear them.
I like entertaining.
Select what is this? No. Oh, that's why. I don't want to be in that one.
Don't be in that one.
No, like because every time I go on like Gmail or Google Voice or any of that stuff, like it always has me logged in as the Booch and Pat Show email, which is the email that you use 24/7.
I use that because I don't remember my password for my Booch 62, so I had to forward shit to the Booch and Pat Show because I know that email. Because Casey always has me print up stuff. Like, oh, can you print me up like Amazon things that I have to return something, or can you print me up my car insurance? I'm like, all right. Well, this gets forwarded to this. I'm like, should I delete this? I wonder if Pat actually looks at this.
I don't really, but there are times that I log in to use stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. So a couple of the texts that we have that came in. Oh man, there's so much stuff. This is clearly my fantasy football partner Gallo that chimed in with a whole bunch of stuff. He wrote a lot about Pat eats hot dogs with his anus. Let's see. Did Coach have to cancel the show due to having too much fun on a Saturday?
Oh, that's a while ago.
Oh, these go back to October. We haven't been on for a while.
We did cancel because I had a little too much fun on a Saturday.
So I'm being delivered mail, but not the Booch and Pat Show hot takes. WTF is going on. Mail is slow as shit, but Philly sports is nonstop. Coach, do the annexation of Puerto Rico next weekend. That's when you were still out there coaching and everything.
So that's over a month ago.
This one entertained me because I honestly thought that this was one of our friends screwing with us. Oh, wait, where's our music? That's a thing that's supposed to be on for this. Like, what am I doing here? Where is it? Sunday Punchline. Let's go. This one I thought was a joke. I thought somebody was screwing with us. It's like, Gigi, it's me, Zaida. Can you call Mom for me, please, and tell her I don't want to be at school anymore?
All right. Well,
and then like hours later, it's like, Gigi, it's me, Zaida. Can you come over for a trombone lesson? It's not spelled trombone. It's spelled but I have no idea.
I wonder if that trombone lesson ever got done.
I don't know. But obviously, and I will not lie, we do have some voicemails.
Let's listen.
So let's try and find out some of the good ones. I don't know what this one is, so we'll give it a shot.
The bird is back. You with me. Yo, what the fuck's a harpsichord? We need to fucking know now, because Google sucks balls. And I thought you assholes would be smarter. And you should be, because you have Google. You guys are the best. We love you.
Okay. There's that one. Got, here's another one. It's from listener Sean.
Hey guys, first time, long time. Sean from Jenkintown. Want to talk about my Philadelphia Union. Throwing off a big thrashing of the Columbus Crew last week. Columbus Crew, reigning champs of the league. Beat them 3-0, playing with 10 men. That's like having a 5-minute major the entire game. I tell you what, these kids can play. It's a tough matchup this week. But they're missing a couple guys that had international obligations. So dig in, because they're in third place on the table, and they're gonna make a run. They got to stay at third. Don't want to be that fourth spot. New England sitting in first place. They're a tough team. They got two elite scorers, two elite goal scorers. You don't want to see them. But I tell you what, look what they did with Cincinnati tonight. Look at it. Just look at it.
So that was
a little Union talk.
Little Union talk.
I know they had a big game against New York yesterday.
Why did he sound like he was from Wisconsin?
I don't know. I was thinking an Irish accent, but okay.
Yo, Coach Boots. Good luck tomorrow. Coaching debut, Coach Boots. Second town going all the way.
Oh, you didn't.
We didn't. We've
Pat.
played our hearts out. What did he say?
Get a haircut.
Yo, Pat, get a haircut.
Oh.
Okay. There's that one. This is from listener Kevin. This one, this one, this had to deal with college football last month, but there you go. This will get you fired up.
Hey guys, it's Kevin from Jamestown. I really need to rant about the AP college football rankings. Now, I'm doing this Saturday morning before the games kick off. I don't know how it's going to look tomorrow during the show, but I just need to bitch about these rankings. First off, Alabama. They lost to an unranked team. They only fell 4 spots. The preseason bias is real. That wasn't what pissed me off. In college football, I feel like head-to-head should still matter. Like, you play it on the field to settle who's the better team. So why the hell is Ohio State sitting at 6 and Oregon sitting at 9 when Oregon beat them in Columbus?
Oregon's dropping.
If this affects playoff ratings, it's going to be a fucking problem. That is all.
Oregon got their ass kicked yesterday. And Alabama only won by 7 against the team who Georgia beat the shit out of.
True.
So there's a couple of those head-to-heads that Kevin were talking about. You're gonna see some ranking changes come tomorrow.
Let's try this one. I don't know this one. Let's see.
Yo, it's Timmy's birthday! Come on! You guys will never answer, and I'm okay with that. Steely Dan rules.
I'm sure Dr. Bob's going, yeah, Steely Dan rules. I don't know why they think we would answer a voicemail line. But sure, why not? What's this one? I don't know this one. This is 12 seconds long.
Uh-oh. I thought it was the trombone lesson that somebody missed.
I had no idea. This one, I remember this one.
Okay.
So, not really sure what's happening right now, but like, I'm following normal traffic, trying to get to work, sitting here in slow traffic. I'm not trying to be one of those guys that's pissed off about normal traffic, but it's getting annoying. I don't understand why I'm going this slow. Why aren't people at work? Like, my job changed my hours, so I'm going, I can't start until later. But, like, what the fuck? Like,
Very angry there.
A little bit.
I mean, traffic is pretty bad at 8 o'clock.
Wait. Is that a hearse? Wait, hold on. I got a car with the flashers going on. Is that a hearse? Alright.
Were you at a funeral?
Alright, so I'm stuck in traffic. I am stuck in traffic. I am being stuck behind traffic, going this slow, trying to get to work because there's, I guess, a funeral procession?
Oh my goodness.
But the funeral procession consisted of the hearse and one car.
It happens.
I've never seen that before. And then our last voicemail apparently came in this afternoon.
We haven't even been in this afternoon yet.
Yeah, it came in right around noon.
Oh.
Hello? Bruce and Pat Show. Am I on live?
And that concludes the Sunday Punchline.
All right, that was interesting.
Thank you, everybody.
Frank.
Thank you, everybody that
Frank
chimed in
Beans.
while being drunk or angry or whatever. Just keep it up. Keep it going for future shows.
Frank and Beans.
Yeah, Frank was torn up.
Yeah, man.
Frank was way torn up. But that's good stuff. So it's 12:28. We're going to have to rock it through some of this stuff, buddy.
Let's rock it. Let's go.
Which, because we're going to do that, I'm not going to do the theme song or the music or anything. Let's just talk Eagles. Eagles are on in half hour.
32 minutes.
Why did it... See, now that pisses me off.
What's that?
My the little bar that I have set up for our the Eagles or like whoever they're playing.
Okay.
I had the whole thing edited and everything for the Saints today, and it came up as the Niners. I don't know why, so I had to take it down.
Oh, I guess we're playing the Niners again.
Yeah. So anyway, Saints, Eagles at home.
Yeah.
Eagles are. We have 4 wins.
We're 4 wins.
4 wins.
You got to win today.
And Saints are 5 wins.
5 wins. 5 and 4.
Yeah. We have not won at home yet.
We haven't won at home in over a year.
So
last time we won at home was against who?
Was it the Saints?
Against the Saints.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts' first start.
Okay. A couple of things.
And you know who ran good? Who ran over for 100 yards that game? Miles Sanders. Guess who's back today? Miles Sanders.
Is it Miles Sanders?
Guess who's on my fantasy team? Because somebody wanted to drop Miles Sanders.
Look, I had to drop him because I needed somebody. He was on the IR. He hadn't been playing well.
IR is only 3 weeks now.
He hadn't been playing well. I needed somebody. It was what it was. It was called taking a gamble and saying, hey, maybe he'll still be available when I can get him. He was not. It is what it is. Real quick, we'll do a quick transition here because we got the injury report for today's game.
What's Steve Gunn doing our injury report?
Why is this backwards? Why is that? See, now I got to change it back. No, that's not right. I set everything up this morning, and somehow it gave me the injury report from the end of September. That ain't right.
Oh, there are probably still some same injuries, quite honestly.
I still don't understand why that did that, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll manage.
That's fine.
Even though I don't have them in front of me, you're saying, Miles Sanders back. Kenny G out.
Yeah. It makes sense. You're not going to hold
nothing crazy.
You're not going to hold 87 running backs. They're going to run the damn ball today. That's what's going to happen. And we're going to run the ball well.
Right.
And that's what we've been doing the last month. We're the best running football team over the last 6 games. We've run the ball for over 200 yards. We're going to do that shit today. It's going to open up Jalen Hurts' passing game. Eagles win 24-10.
24-10. Okay. Okay.
Are you scared of Trevor Siemian? Hell no.
No, not scared.
They have no Kamara. They have no quarterback.
I just think that there's something to be said that you haven't won at home yet.
That's all right. They're going to get today.
It is something that is slightly concerning. I would like to believe that they're going to win today. I took them in my pool. Which
we're undefeated when I wear this outfit.
Oh, speaking of superstitions and undefeated things, I know you're super suspicious. Like superstitious.
I'm super suspicious.
I'm a little stitious.
Okay.
But I said this to Danielle last week because we were going to her cousin's, and while we were in the car, the song "The Warrior" came on. Anytime I hear that on the radio,
did you hear it today?
The Eagles always. I did not hear it on the radio today.
You should have just played it.
But I played it.
There you go. Good job.
I played it through my car.
Good
So
work.
I did that.
Good work.
I did that. Another talking point, because obviously I don't have the active roster for today, who's in, who's out, or whatever. But the talking points that we do have, we did do some extensions, some signings. You got the Dallas Goedert, you got the Avonte Maddox.
Very good. They're roommates, they're buddies. They both got paid.
Big time money.
Okay, money.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Avonte
got paid. I think we made.
He's
3 year, $21 million deal or something.
Both guys got 3 years, or
Goddard got 4 year.
Goddard got 4. Okay.
And I thought, if Goddard went on the open market, he could have probably got a little bit more. So I think we got a little deal there.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, I think so. And you usually see these deals around November because it helps a little bit money goes on the salary cap, and next year it's all money worth, so that you don't have to wait until the end of the year.
Right.
It's all the Howie Roseman process. Because remember how back in the day you used to sign Lito and Sheldon and all those guys before their rookie contract was up now in November? And then it's all about money. It's all shady as shit, but it works.
Now, what do you foresee being your big must-have to get a win today?
Running the ball. That's it. Run the damn ball.
I saw this article the other day that somebody was putting out there. It said we need to go back to a 3-headed monster again.
Yeah. Yep.
But I didn't read the article. I just saw the headline.
We pretty much had the 3-headed monster with Howard, Hurts, and Boston Scott. You're adding a 4th monster today.
Yeah.
The biggest one of them all. Penn State's own Miles Sanders, who's going to go off for like 400 yards today. He's going to be the best fantasy running back in the league.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I hear you. I don't know why you're trying to hurt me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that's fine. Also, on a side note, one thing that we should discuss real quick, because it does pertain to the NFL, was the Britt Reed drama. When he
payout
the big payout. So Kansas City, the organization's taking care of that little girl's medical bills.
Yeah.
For the rest of her life. He still hasn't gone to court yet, right? Or he hasn't been sentenced or anything?
Not that I know of.
They should just like take all of them together. Like, Britt Reed, what's his name? Begins with an R. Anybody?
I have no idea.
The dude that just killed drunk driving after playing Topgolf.
Oh, Ruggs.
Ruggs. Thank you. Just like have them all together and just like
Was Zach Stacy part of it too?
Yeah, Zach Stacy, like all of them. Just have them all in court. 2 for 1 or 3 for 1 deal. It's like, all right, here we go. We're gonna sentence all of you for the same thing, same time. Just go to jail. Goodbye.
Zach Stacy. I don't know. Did you see that video?
I did not.
Dude, it's bad.
Is it?
He hit his girl so bad. She ran into like their TV. TV fell back on her. Then he started punching the shit out of her.
Is the video worse than the Ray Rice one?
Oh yeah, way worse.
Way worse.
Way worse. It was hard to watch. It was probably one of the worst videos I've ever seen.
Well, sign me up. I can't wait to watch it.
It's bad. I barely got through it. I watched it twice though.
Once for information and then once for pleasure.
No, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah,
dude. There's something wrong with you, man. Something big time wrong. I think you got to take a break from this show for your mental health.
We were on a break. I don't have a clip of Ross, but we had enough of a break. Do we dare go down live to
no
the tailgate?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
No, It's almost game time.
Okay. Then let me get us into our favorite segment, which we all know and love, which is... Where's my shit? Why? Like, see, this is why I need to, like, sit down and go over everything, because I never know what I'm doing. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Gamble. Why do I have it listed as gambling? I guess that makes sense. So, we're going into, once again, our Against All Odds, our gambling portion of the show, where it's Booch going head-to-head against me and Helm and Moser and Gallo. Now, since we haven't been on the show for a while, obviously, you guys haven't seen our scores unless you're paying attention to our social media accounts, which currently, as we stand now, because Gallo had 2 rough weeks in a row, Gallo's in the lead at 29-11. Right behind him is myself and Moser. No, Rich, you cannot change your picks. Right behind him is me and Moser. We're tied at 28-12. And then bringing up the last, however you want to view it, because technically you're beating Helm. Technically, you're at 25-14-1. And Helm is at 25-15.
I took the Steelers, man.
So
they killed me.
So this week we're sitting here. Booch is taking the Dolphins, the Niners, the Browns, and locking up the Eagles.
Took the Eagles every week. Think about if I didn't take the Eagles every week. I'd be sitting in first.
And see, that is something that needs to be addressed and said for everybody listening, is that Booch religiously, week after week, always takes the Eagles, no matter what. Whereas Gallo, as Helm has said in the past, way to take the low-hanging fruit, building up those wins. But we're getting there. We're getting down to the stretch. The numbers are tight. I'm taking the Chargers, the Bills, the Titans, and locking up the Packers. Helm's doing the exact same thing as you, Dolphins, Niners, Browns, and Eagles. Moser's got Eagles, Niners, Titans, locking the Bucks. Gallo's got the Chargers, the Bucks, the Titans, locking the Browns. If Bill Adair is here, somebody should tell him to go pick all the opposite teams.
It usually works out better that way.
Because apparently he does not trust any of us for his gambling needs. So that's fine. So there's that for the day as far as our Against All Odds. Mr. Booch, do we have anything else that we need to cover that you wanted to discuss, that you wanted to...
It's game time for Uncle Booch.
Game time. So then I'll go into a quick sports rewind, and then we'll shut it down.
Let's shut it down. See ya.
All right, let's go back in time with this week's sports rewind. This week in sports history. 1970, Johnny Bench wins National League MVP. 1981, Phillies third baseman Mike Schmidt wins his second consecutive National League MVP. 1997, Flyers' Eric Lindros tries to bite San Jose defenseman Marty McSorley. 2014, Kevin Harvick, driving for Stewart Haas Racing, wins Ford EcoBoost 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway in Florida to claim his first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series by 1 point from Ryan Newman. 2015, Holly Holm defeats UFC champion Ronda Rousey in an upset in Melbourne, Australia. 2018, the Rams beat Kansas City Chiefs 54-51 at LA Memorial Coliseum. It's the third highest scoring game in NFL history. The first time two teams score 50 points in the same game. Patrick Mahomes' 6 touchdown passes for Kansas City is the most in Monday Night Football history. And in 2019, LeBron James hits 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists as the LA Lakers beat OKC 112-107, becoming the first player in NBA history to record a triple-double against all 30 franchises. And that's what we have in this week's Sports Rewind. All right, so that concludes this week's show. We appreciate everybody that was engaging with us and chiming in. Booch is waving everybody goodbye as he's currently cleaning up. So I'm just going to send it off with a few other odds and ends. Again, thanks for listening. Thanks for bearing with us and having a good time. You can always catch us on all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. YouTube is where you can catch all of our videos. And, of course, your smart devices go to iHeartRadio, and you can listen to the Booch and Pat Show. While we're off, feel free to use our Sunday Punchline. The phone number is 585-270-0705. If you're drunk, leave us a message. You're angry, leave us a message. You're bored, leave us a message. We want to hear from you, as you can attest from today's show. We want to hear from all of you. That's all we have. Once again, want to say, technically this is our Thanksgiving show, so we're going to wish you all happy Thanksgiving this Thursday. Enjoy some football, and I guess that kind of wraps everything up in a nice little bow. A nice little Thanksgiving bow. Yeah, why not? Whatever. Until we meet again, maybe in 2 weeks or so, go Birds.